No, not it. Nope. But good. Nope.
Are we live?
Okay. Okay, we're live. We're live? We're live. Okay.
Are we? Or were we?
Yeah, we're live.
No, it keeps on showing like it's crashing.
Huh.
Like, the YouTube stream is not working. It's just a 6-second loop. Well, I don't know what's going on, but it's not working.
For those who might be listening to the stream, we sincerely apologize for not technically, what the, for technical, I can't talk. I don't even know. My whole vocabulary is all messed up. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. No, Lord. This is what happens when I don't eat breakfast in the morning. I blame Steam Tank. It's all his fault. However, he is not here, so I cannot yell at him until he gets here. I have no idea why he is not here. Yeah. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna blame Mecha John as well. I don't know why. I'm just gonna blame Mecha John as just so I can have two people to poke fun at.
Oh, yes, I was on the wrong page. So I guess we are live.
And I'm still trying to log in on the laptop.
Alright, so let's see, do we have anybody? I see 2 people watching. Is it us or is it somebody else? Chat, give us a shout out. Who's here? Sound off.
No, nobody. Ooh. No. Well, do you want to just start it off then?
Yeah, I guess we may as well.
Okay, you want to start the introduction, or do you want me to do it?
I don't know. Do you want me to try and crash an introduction, or do you know how it works?
Why don't you try it? You try it.
All right. I think oh no. Are you ready, Garibalde?
Yes, I am ready. I am ready.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you live from both East and West Coast. This is KJ 99.9, 99.9 Gary and Ace in the evening coming at you live. This is the Railroad Bronies
podcast. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Never unmuted mainline. Oh my god. It's not ready yet.
It's not. Oh my god. That was a perfect introduction, though.
I can do it again.
Yeah. That was your rough draft. Okay?
Yeah.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
And that's fun. Is it? Are we actually live? Oh, yep, here we go.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
good. We're on.
I think
All
we're
right,
live.
here we go.
We're live? Yes?
Yeah,
Yes. Good. All right. Gary, are you ready?
I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party?
Are you ready?
I'm ready to party. Are you ready to party, Mr. Crab?
Are all you ladies and gents ready?
I'm ready to
KJ
party.
99.9 RRB, Gary and Ace in the evening, coming at you live from East to West Coast. You're with us now, ladies and gents, live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bronies, no, not Bronies, because there are multiple of us. There are only two of us currently. We're waiting on more of us for some reason. Yes. Ace.
Yes.
Oh,
and
man.
Gary.
Yes, Ace the random.
And Garibalde, right next
yes.
to me, separated by about 3,000 miles.
Or I wouldn't say 3,000, just 3,005. Nah, 3,000.
Like
I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, give or take. No, not that much, but yeah.
Right around.
Yeah. It is a. Go on.
Go ahead.
Go on.
All right, so it's been, what, about a month now? Apologies to the ladies and gentle jerks out there watching us. Things have been a little up and down all over the place, but we are back once again with another podcast for you. Tonight, we have horses, trains, horses, more trains, and possibly a story of insanity here or there. Did I ever tell you the definition? More of that, and more, and more, and more. Coming at you tonight. That's a person.
Yes.
You better stop me, otherwise I'm gonna meme the whole night long.
Oh no, you're doing great. Just keep going. You're doing a wonderful job, man. Just keep going. You can. I'll download. I'll download this podcast and I'll reanimate it, and oh man, that would be beautiful.
Oh god, the last thing you need is me animated going the whole night long.
No, and what I'll do, it'll be a very crappy but good animation where it's badly animated. It'll be one of the lineless pony figures. It'll be a stick figure kind of thing where it goes back and forth. Yeah, the
pointies, yep.
Yeah, when you're doing the radio announcement going, welcome to the Railroad Bronies on KLOD.
KJ 99.9 RRB, Gary and Ace in the evening, coming at you from east to west, now live.
Yeah, I'll do it like that.
Quite frankly, though, people are going to hate me and some people might recognize it. I ripped that straight from Rooster Teeth animated adventures.
Oh, yeah, that'd be beautiful.
Copycat, but it was funny. Huh?
Oh, you saw Wreck-It Ralph?
I did see the new Wreck-It Ralph.
Ooh, how was it?
Very interesting. Like, it was really good. Don't get me wrong. It was quite a lot to take in. What happened later that night and the next day made things a little more taxing on my life because of events that occurred. But the movie itself was surprisingly good. It's hard to tell what for sure is going to go on because the trailers that I remember seeing didn't really insinuate much as to what was going to happen. But is it worth going to see? If you enjoyed the first one, I would absolutely say so, yes.
Awesome. So as long it wasn't the Emoji Movie, right? It wasn't the Emoji Movie.
No. Quite frankly, I never saw the Emoji Movie. I just heard enough about it to be able to say, no, this was not the Emoji Movie. No,
Okay.
instead they do a damn good job of completely and totally mocking and destroying social media and memeology. Oh my god, they absolutely nailed it right on the head with that one. But you'll figure that out when you go to see it.
Yeah, I really want to see that.
Yeah,
One thing that I will not be seeing though is the Grinch. That new Grinch movie. Will not be
I've
going
heard
to see
so
that.
many people speak such trash about it, and I will say from what I've seen it, breakfast cucumber bitch. Yeah, he turned the Grinch into a little bitch. Jim Carrey in the original cartoon did it right. Three's a charm. You screwed it up. It's a
Yeah.
failure. Retire the series now.
Yeah. One thing that what was it? Hot Diggity Demon. He pointed something.
I saw this little thing. I didn't actually watch the video.
No, yeah, I saw a brain dump, and it was.
Yeah, sorry, dog in the
background. No, I saw his video, and one thing that he said about it is that what was it? The Grinch's teeth, his teeth, they were pearly white, they're pure white.
Perfect. Yeah.
That they do. That is not the Grinch. He does not look like someone who has termites in his smile. No.
If you go online, there's a meme I saw a while back where somebody took the troll face and they had a little box that said wrinkle eraser, and then it showed the troll face then, and it was horrifying. Same thing with the Grinch. Took Jim Carrey minus wrinkle or add wrinkle eraser, you get Benedict Cumbersnatch Grinch. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with that one. It looks bad.
Yeah, when it first came out, it was the #1 movie in America. I have no idea if that was actually true. They were lying.
Which one was the Grinch?
Yeah.
No.
I don't. It's on a commercial. It said it was. I don't know if they were lying just to get people to see it. They might have.
That sounds like a load of crap to me.
Well, the reason I say it might have been true is because since it was a holiday movie, they probably all went to go see it just to see how bad it was. But then Wreck-It Ralph came out, and they say, screw it, we're gonna see Wreck-It Ralph because we know the Grinch is trash, and that's why Wreck-It Ralph is, #1. It's better than the Grinch. You're gonna see Wreck-It Ralph rather than the Grinch remake, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so that's the thing that's one thing that caught my eyes, that when I first saw commercials for the Grinch on TV, actual trailers on TV when it was in theaters, it said it was the #1 movie in America, and then about 2 days after that, Wreck-It Ralph came on, and it totally
flushed it out. Yeah.
I'm so happy that happened. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Okay. We talked about movies. That's good. Let's see. What's another thing that we can talk about? I gotta get my list. Stuck in my lazy boy.
Yeah, I'm seeing a heads up from our man Steam Tank. He, as seen on the YouTube feed, you can see that he and our other good boy Mecha Flyer are currently on their way back towards their own places for more discussion and more for the podcast. So sorry, everybody, but you get stuck with my obnoxious, annoying voice and Gary to save you all from me.
And me, the sister. Hello.
Oh, we have a third.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm the one
Hello.
that started this whole stream, so I just wanted to introduce myself. That I'm Will's sister.
Are you speaking through mainline right now?
No, I'm speaking through Steam Tank right now.
Oh.
So then people can hear me. Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey.
All right, so we got somebody else to prevent me from having to go and annoy everybody.
Yeah, it's just gonna be me annoying everyone now.
Okay, I got a question for you then. Now that you've joined the podcast, I don't know if you were hearing. We were talking about the Grinch.
Oh yeah, I was listening.
The Grinch
Yes.
I was
Wreck-It
lurking.
Ralph, yeah.
Yeah, what do you think of the Grinch, the movie that came out? What do you think?
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't really have a good opinion on it. But I want to see it because I like Grinch movies.
No, you don't.
Is it bad?
The Grinch is now a bitch.
Do you think that's a biased opinion?
No, that's pretty much everybody saying
Really?
they turned into a soft little bitch.
Yeah, he's what I've heard is that the Grinch now is that compared to the original Grinch, in the original Grinch, he was all this little moody, he was mean, he was all
He was frightening. Yeah.
You know what the original
he was
Grinch
a bully.
He was
the
a bully.
original Grinch was a chain-smoking metalhead. And the modern
Yes.
Grinch, he is a horn-rimmed, glasses-wearing hipster.
yes, that's exactly what they did with them.
Wow.
They turned him from a
That
rough...
doesn't sound good.
Actually, yeah, they turned him from a rough, I have substance to me, to a, I don't like you, go away. They turned him into a bitch.
That still kind of makes me want to watch the movie. So then I can see what it's like now. Because I love the original Grinch.
I am not wasting the gas, my precious time, or the money on the ticket to go bother with Grinch. Absolutely not. I would go see Wreck-It Ralph first.
Is the Wreck-It Ralph movie really good, the new one?
Oh, yeah. It's hard to say which was better, the first or the second. They were both really, really good. The second one did an amazing job memeing on all the memes of the internet, all the social media stereotypes and everything. They just killed it.
Do you guys want to talk about the subject of the new 5G that's coming out?
The 5G?
5G. You know, there's 3G and there's 4G, but now there's 5G. Did you know about that?
All I know is I have a cell phone, it gets good service, and because of the plan I've got through a family member, I have an unlimited data plan. So, I mean, I'm still using an iPhone 6S. That's actually what I'm using Discord to right now.
Yeah.
Beyond that, all I care is, does it connect? Do I not have to wait for dial-up speeds? Okay, we're good.
Yeah, for some people that's the priority. But I mean, I guess people want better all the time. Some people just love having the best connection for things.
Everything. The best technology.
The 5th generation of cellular mobile communications is just getting released, and people are just like, whoa, Yeah.
Yeah, they want it.
I'm here with a 2013 MacBook, again, an iPhone 6S. I've got the most vintage technology on me, and I'm perfectly fine and dandy, although the laptop is going to be replaced pretty soon because Steam is starting to screw me over on something again. That's not there.
You want vintage? Oh, no, hell, nah. No, I got vintage for you. I have a flip phone still. I have.
You have a Nokia?
I have an original Sprint. An original Sprint flip phone. No camera, no nothing. Not even allows you to go on the internet. It's an original flip phone that just allows you to make phone calls.
Do me a quick favor, G.
Back in the
Google search this. Casio G, G apostrophe zone Ravine 2.
Say that in English? That was too many.
Casio G zone Ravine 2.
Just type it in the Polycar chat. How am I supposed
to? Fine.
He's like, Gary's just like, English, do you speak it, sir?
English motherfucker, do you speak it? What is my fullest? I don't remember the rest of it. I just remember that famous line at the end.
I feel like we should show everyone the memes that you made, Gary.
Oh no. No, let me show you the meme of Steam Tank, your brother, the one I made with John Tron.
God.
The John Tron
God.
one.
Here we go.
Go ahead. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Look, let me see. It's in the chat. You see the message?
Yep. I really want to put that on stream.
Do it.
Well, if you can, I don't know.
Flash it for all of about a second and then pull it off.
Let's see if I can do that. Let's see.
Flash it at the speed which it took you to Will spit in half. You told me about that.
Yeah.
This is the meme, everyone. Look at this lovely meme.
It is beautiful.
I'm gonna die now. Everyone wish me luck.
Yeah. When your brother gets him, he's gonna kill you.
Probably.
He doesn't even know it. He's not gonna know it till he goes to upload it. He's not listening in right now.
I feel like
I'm pretty sure he.
No,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tim and John are listening in.
I bet they're laughing their asses off right now.
No, I'm pretty sure they're yelling at you.
Or they're crying internally.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
oh
good
Lord.
meme.
Meme is good.
Yeah, this is what the internet has come to. Yeah. We went from what was the original internet of America? I forget. What's the
not AOL.
Oh god, AOL?
Yeah, AOL, yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, it went from AOL, then after that it was cat videos. Cat videos was too far. That's 2006. Well, no, let's go okay, it was Sandstorm. The music, that was the first meme. No, that wasn't the first meme.
Darude Sandstorm? No, that was
No.
No, I'm talking about the year as in the song, when the song came out.
Of Sandstorm?
Yeah, that came out in the 90s.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
No,
let me see. Yeah, it did.
It was released in 2000.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Let me think about it a little bit.
I just Googled it. Darude Sandstorm released 2000.
Okay, what about Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger by Daft?
1921 is the first ever meme, apparently. Memes started in 1900s, yeah.
1921?
BBC.com says that the first ever meme to be recorded is in 1921, and it was a cartoon meme. And it says, how you think you look when a flashlight is taken and how you really look. And that was the first ever meme.
Oh, yeah, I just looked it up.
It started up the subject of expectations versus reality, the joke when people So yeah, that's interesting. The more you know.
Oh my god.
And then in 2010, the Bronies came and took over DeviantArt, and then they took over YouTube. And then in 2015, FNAF came and killed everybody.
Oh my god.
And then 2017, was it 2017 or 2016, that Fortnite came in and killed everybody.
Oh god, don't speak of those words.
The Donald Trump build the wall Fortnite memes are out of hand right now.
Oh, Fortnite more than anything, for personal reasons, I cannot stand any of it at all. Which is why constantly I keep seeing people who throw those GIFs around, the taunt dance. I want to reach through the screen and slap them upside the head. Fortnite needs to die.
People are getting bored of it, apparently. There was a poll taken, and people were saying that they're bored of it.
Every game eventually runs a course. it has long since run its course, but it won't go away. And I still see those stupid gifts popping up, and it's driving me nuts.
I don't know if you guys play CSGO, but apparently they added a Battle Royale
Yes, I heard
mode,
about it.
and it's
No, I'm
literally
not.
free. These people that paid money for this game.
Yeah, well, you could say the same thing for Team Fortress 2 years back. Originally, it was for paying members, or for paying players
People
only,
think-
and then they made it free to play.
Yeah,
And you
people
know
think
what they
Valve
gave?
just did it for the money.
Yeah, you know what they gave you in TF2 if you paid for the game originally? I haven't, so I know. They gave you a hat.
That's it.
They literally gave you a World War I hat called the Proof of Purchase. That's it.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever. That's it. That's all they give you.
That is what they gave you if you bought TF2 originally.
Man, they could have at least like done something more than that.
This is Valve we're talking about, though, so I wouldn't put it past them. Eventually, just about all their open world games like that are going to end up being free to play. Left 4 Dead 2, I do not see them becoming free to play just because of what they are as a series. They're similar to Half-Life.
H1Z1 did it. They did H1Z1.
Really?
Yeah, H1Z1 was you had to pay for it, and then they just made it free.
Yeah,
and then all these people were like, "Give me a refund now."
Wait, I thought it was free to play original. I don't know. I never played it.
No, actually,
so
I bought it, so I'm one of those
God.
people that lucked out on that. So
I will say though, I know there's one massive online game that the whole time, even after changing ownership at one point, it still maintains the same price from back when it was in beta up through today.
Yeah.
Any guesses?
I've
been playing it for, I want to say, going on 7 or 8 years now. I joined in the beta 1.8.5 years back, and I actually still have my first app save on there. It started with just PC and was, like so many others, then ported to 360 and PS4. PS3 or PS4? PS3 at the time, yeah. Still no. There's been several other offshoot games, including mobile versions. Nobody's getting it? Really? Has nobody else played Minecraft this whole time?
Oh, Minecraft.
It has been $20 from the very start to today. Even after it went from the original owners, Notch, over to Microsoft, they still kept it $20.
Yeah, and that's what that's what people. That's like what most companies should do. Is like, uphold that, because like once they start changing stuff, people get angry.
Like, it's one thing as a game. It's like I actually pre-ordered Portal 2 and played the hell out of it. Still do when I get a chance. But at this point, the game, which released in 2011, is now over 7 years old. So what started as a $50 game is now $20 on the Steam store. Which, I'll be honest, even if you can play it through in a day, that is some of the best $20 you can spend, especially because of the co-op mode with absolutely no limit, especially with the infinite testing initiative that you can download available with the game. They took Portal 2, which had 2 different tracks you could go for to do 2 different story modes for the main single player and for multiplayer, and then they expanded it even further, allowing you to do what a lot of people had wanted to do for a while, which was create your own tracks. And that being said, because of the nature of Portal 2, yes, you can create tracks to a certain extent. You are a little limited, but because of the price and because of how Steam adjusted with time, they made it so that even if you're paying a lower price, it's not like you're getting screwed out of a lot of potentially good content. Quite frankly, today, I would pay $50 for it again. I enjoyed it that thoroughly. So
I'm one of those people that have to like get the cheapest price for a game.
Yeah. At that point, quite honestly, multiplayer aside, usually when you're paying any sort of money for a game, you'll see that a lot of multiplayer online games are free, usually because they live off microtransactions. A lot of these games that still have a price tag after all these have a story mode.
Have you seen Fallout 76 though?
I have, and I have absolutely no interest in it.
Yeah,
It's such a meme.
Not only the meme, but I have seen just how horribly
It's so
Bethesda
bad.
has been treated. Not only the game, but everything surrounding the game, external merch, everything. Bethesda is sinking worse than Tumblr with how poorly they are treating it right now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tumblr.
Oh yeah, Tumblr. I could go on so long about that.
Oh.
I remember a week ago the announcement going out, and in every single Discord group I am in, I am seeing people frantically posting links of you can find me here, 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 and
People
here.
are so mad. People are furious.
There is a campaign, one of those change.org petitions.
Yeah.
It has almost 500,000 signatures right now.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Almost 500,000. Oh, yeah. Just saying, leave the not safe for work content. And believe you me, Tumblr is going to feel it. When the 17th rolls around, easily 70%, possibly upwards of 80-90% of their traffic is going to disappear. And with no traffic, it means no ad revenue. They're going to be looking at this going, what went wrong? Huh, I wonder, dumbass.
I mean, they should know that people are angry about it and that people want this to be like taken away and they want it to like be what it used to be. But I don't think they're going to do that, unfortunately.
Well, it's already been confirmed that part of this was money biased in that they wanted to make it safer for advertisers. Well, there's no point in making it safe for advertisers if there is going to be no one to advertise to.
Yeah.
Let's not get too political about this.
I wonder how they're gonna like sort through all of the photos that have been posted, though.
They're probably gonna,
like,
oh man, part of it's coming down to some of the blogs who have voluntarily tagged themselves as explicit, what you're supposed to do. And I know all the artists that I've followed, they do it voluntarily. What's more concerning are the not safe for work bots and other stuff.
Yeah, like those accounts.
Somebody figured out recently how they're getting around all of it. And it's a simple tag. They tag their stuff SFW. And they're completely flying under the radar.
Wow.
So every one of those bots that have been following my blog, the ones that follow me, the ones that like my posts, block them, and I report them for sensitive content. If Tumblr is going to use it against us, then I'm going to use it against the bots.
But like the main question is like, what's going to happen to all the art?
Originally, the plan is first it's going to be set to private, like the post will be blocked.
Yeah.
And eventually they will be deleted altogether.
So like, say I wanted to post, you know, like a classical painting from like way long ago. Is it going to get taken off of?
It depends on the case. They say in that thing, like if it's used in an artistic sense, like for only certain parts shown or something, then it will be considered acceptable. But you know that's a load of crap when people have been doing all the meme pictures of, oh, I put a text post that said peanuts. And it got marked as sensitive.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Got a screenshot of the text post that Tumblr did explaining why they're doing it, and that got marked as sensitive content.
Wow.
The flag explaining why they're doing it flagged itself. How horrible this works.
That's so embarrassing for the company.
Oh, they don't care. They know Tumblr's already a money loss proposition. They know they're not any profit. They want to try to, and they are about to go even further into the red on this whole thing.
Hey, I have a really great question to ask both of you.
Go for it.
Do you want a Sprite cranberry?
Peanuts.
Do you want a Sprite cranberry?
I have not had a drop of soda in, I think, almost a month.
Do you know the meme, though?
Yes, I do.
Liberal
I don't.
James.
Yes, I do.
You don't know the meme?
No, somebody share it. Somebody tell me. I need to know the meme.
Ace can
Somebody.
explain it way better than me.
I've only seen bits and pieces of it. I have no desire to.
They made an ASMR video of LeBron James knocking at someone's door saying, "You want a Sprite cranberry?" And it's the best thing ever. But it was a commercial of LeBron James animated with a Sprite cranberry. He's just asking the people of the audience saying, "You want a Sprite cranberry?" And people just meme the hell out of it. I can show you a video, but it's just great.
Yeah, find it and send it to this chat. Oh my god. In the Discord chat. Send it in the Discord chat. Find it.
Like the recent thing where the new Avengers trailer dropped and somebody abused the original meme from the end of Infinity Wars. Young Gamora asking, "Do you do it?" And in this case, it was young Gamora asking Thanos, "Did the trailer release?" Yes, it did. What did they mean, Thanos? Everything.
Literally everything.
The whole movie turned into a giant meme. It hasn't even been released yet, and it's already a giant meme. Which is why I'm really scared, because I don't know if it was just a rumor or fake or what, but a while back, apparently, the studio that did the Emoji Movie is threatening the meme. I wish I was making that up.
Wow. Anyways, Gary, look at what I sent. Yeah, have you seen it?
No,
yeah, I've seen that commercial, but I haven't seen the meme. Hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta see it.
Okay.
Oh, cool! I can't delete it.
Will just got back home.
Oh wait, I'm gonna stay until he comes in. Then I'm gonna stay until he comes in because I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens.
What do you mean you want to see what happens?
Oh, I want to hear. I can't see. I want to hear what happens. So, it was nice knowing you. You have been a wonderful guest.
Thank you.
I mean that as in you will die in a few seconds because I'm pretty sure.
No memes allowed.
Oh.
I will block crappy memes.
All right, so I'm gonna go get Will.
Yay!
Yeah.
Ladies and gents, while we are losing Maddie, sadly, we will be getting the master of disaster, Will Steam Tank Barrett.
Yeah, that's his that's his username on Tumblr, ladies and gentlemen. Will Steam Tank Baron the 4.5. That's his Tumblr blog. Go check him out. Hashtag Brony. Yeah, go check him out.
With all this Tumblr crap, I would say, oh yeah, now's the time to go and chill yourself out. But quite frankly, with how Tumblr is going down the crapper within about a week here, I'm not even gonna bother. Like, nobody watched me to begin with, and at this point, the one or two people that respond to anything are so few and far between. So it's like stuff for that. You either use it as a medium to get to other people, or you use it as a medium to collectively watch others. I'm definitely into it. No, it's like you mentioned Fallout 76. I am staying as far away from that as I possibly can. And instead, it was Steam Tank and Mecha that originally had me looking into it, and a couple guys from work. And in the past, like 3 weeks or so since I bought it, I've probably put close to 50 hours into it, and I have loved every second of it. It's arguably fitting considering how much I want to get back out to the West Coast into Nevada. Red Dead Redemption 2.
I actually
go ahead.
I actually have no idea of anything on what's going on with the new Fallout. I know how you guys said how it was bad. I have no idea what makes it bad, to be honest.
Well, part of the problem is, as is the case with all Bethesda games, it's loaded with glitches, problems, everything under the sun, both graphical and programming, everything. But now, to add insult to injury, because it's only multiplayer, there is no single player, it's all multiplayer, it's possible for several people in one tight area to be affected by problems all at once. Plus, this game on pre-order was stupid expensive. For those who pre-ordered the Super Deluxe version of whatever it was called, that got you the physical bits and bobs kit, Super Deluxe edition, whatever it was, where you were supposed to get a canvas bag with the helmet, power armor helmet, and all sorts of other little bits. What was supposed to be a canvas bag, they shipped these crappy nylon bags instead. There's a whole big uproar about that, where that person said it, and they emailed Bethesda asking, well, what are you going to do? And Bethesda said they were too expensive to make the canvas ones. We intend to do nothing about it. We messed up there, boy. Oh, yeah. That's why I say both in-game and externally, outside the game, Bethesda is burning as bad as Tumblr. Eventually, they finally decided, yes, we'll finally make and ship out the canvas bags, but this is before, or this happened after they were offering everybody who bought that Super Deluxe edition and got screwed. I think it was like 50 atoms in-game currency or whatever it was. Basically, it amounted to a real-life comparison, $5. That was, and so of course, if you took that alternative, that in-game currency alternative, they were off the hook because it was certainly compromised. So it was very, very quickly caught in the fine print. So everybody got up in arms about it. Essentially, there could have been a case between Bethesda and all these people that they screwed over because it was promised in the advertising canvas bag. So they're fixing the canvas bag thing. They're finally getting them shipped out, made and shipped out. Thank God. But that still doesn't solve all the problems that are happening in the game because it's a Bethesda game. So don't get me wrong. I've seen this and that in Red Dead Redemption 2 that gets kind of wonky every once in a while. A horse with half its legs in the ground or something that just doesn't quite act right. But for the most part, it's still 100% playable. I have not had any problems with crashing, no problems with game file save laws, nothing. The game has been really, really good, and I will say absolutely beautiful play so far. So, yeah, to hell with Fortnite. Stay away from Fallout. Go play Red Dead.
It's funny that it's funny about a Fortnite. One of the guys in my class for game design, he absolutely hates Fortnite. Everybody in the class knows that he hates Fortnite, and we all like to tease him about it. It's like, oh man, he hates the Fortnite fandom and the game to passion.
It's hard to pinpoint why exactly it hurts so much. I guess part of it is when you think of a gun-based, massive online fighting thing, it's usually rated M and up. Now, does that completely stop all the little kids playing it? No, you'll frequently get squeakers playing Call of Duty Black Ops. That's just the natural way of it. But the fact that, from what I have seen, Fortnite has been almost geared towards the younger generation only makes it worse, and it makes them spread the news. The one thing that really pushed it over the edge.
Alright, I set it up.
Oh. Do we have a couple more?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just in time to hear the story of why Fortnite more than anything. The story of that kid in Texas who was dared by a couple of friends the day before to do a certain taunt. And so on September 11th, he did a taunt, a Fortnite taunt, during the moment of silence.
No.
Mm-hmm. He got suspended for it, but that alone, right there, in and of itself, said it has gone too far. Between the memes being everywhere, having long since run their course months back. And now that kind of crap, along with the fact that wrong age are playing a game that really should not be for them, it needs to die. It needs to stop. It's time to stop! It's time to stop!
Stop! Just stop! It's time to stop! Well, that's the Polycar podcast, everybody. Thank you for
stop. No, I'm playing.
Thank you for joining, everybody. It's been a wonderful podcast. We'll see you next time on the Polycar podcast on December 28th, 2018. Good night, everybody.
What are you talking about? We still have a whole hour and 15 minutes to go.
That's what you guys get.
Lol.
Hello.
You forget that we control the stream.
Oh, shut up.
Do you?
We've been here before the land of time. You guys are just young. You
All
go
I need to do
to
is just eat my microphone. Power control the stream.
Anyway, so I just want to say a heads up now that to anyone listening to this, if you hear anything in the background sounds like plastic or clicks or anything like that, that's just other people in the background. So yeah.
Are they fixing the bed that was broken?
well, now that you guys are here, I have to get you guys going and your brains started. I have some fun questions that I told Ace I wanted to do with you guys to get.
But my brain's frozen.
No,
I just got off a long day of mandatory overtime at work with 6 days of full work preceding it. Is it really wise for me to be trying to brain more right now?
Yes, it is. This is the perfect time. These are fun questions. It makes us question our humanity.
I already do that. What's the difference?
Oh wait, you got mic. Your mic is
feedback.
Yeah.
Fresh jersey scene.
Feedback.
Like echo.
Echo.
Yeah, echo. Yeah, you got echo.
Echo. What? Right.
Yeah. Will has echo.
Echo.
Just for
He's dead. He's dead,
Yes.
people. We killed
Feedback.
him. We fried him and we ate him. We turned him into a meme and we ate him for dinner. Yeah, we're having a Christmas dinner. We're selling him by the pound for $5.99. He is on pre-order if you want some. He comes in the season.
You're $5.99.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I am worth so much more. You will be labeled as $3.99. I will be $5.99.
No, you.
So,
Wait, what?
questions.
Okay, questions. Okay, these are good. These are fun. You ready? Okay, which one do you want to do first? Do you want to do high school or do you want to do the gladiator one first? High school or gladiator?
Gladiators.
Okay, then we'll do the high school one last. Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You are being tried at Interstellar Galactical Court. You are on trial. All right?
Okay.
Now, you're just being on trial. You have committed a giant crime against the entire universe, like Rick and Morty type of deal. The multiverse is looking down on you. You are being judged. And you have to choose a gladiator warrior to fight for you in this arena to choose your fate. So you have to choose a champion to fight for you. Who do you choose to be your champion? Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
What?
Before you choose your champion who's going to fight for you, we're going to go in this order. We're gonna start like this.
Huh.
I'm gonna say my answer. No, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna start in the order like this, okay?
Okay.
Ace was here first for the podcast. I was here second. Will was here third, and Mecha was here fourth. So we're gonna go in that order.
Well,
We're gonna go.
technically, we
No.
were here at the same time.
Well, this is just how we're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna go Ace, me, Steam Tank, and then Mecha, okay?
Okay.
And the reason is because the person is gonna fight the other person's gladiator. So my gladiator will fight Ace's gladiator, and Steam Tank's gladiator will fight my warrior, and Mecha's warrior will fight Steam Tank's warrior.
So
All
it
right?
can be absolutely any.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So who do you choose as your champion to fight for you?
Can
Who's
it
gonna
be
be
anybody or anything?
Yeah, it could be anyone. Now, don't say yours out loud. We're gonna go one by one, okay?
All right, I'm going to give you some hints who it is.
Yeah.
He had his tonsils removed with a chainsaw. He lost both his legs in a car accident, but was still able to walk it off. He blows bubbles with beef jerky. And in the fight scene with Jet Li, when Jet Li killed him, it cost more than the gross capita of Ecuador to create the brief fight scene. Who is he?
Chuck Norris?
You know it.
Ironically, he has the same birthday as me.
Oh, wait, is that Spiral?
Yes.
Hello.
Wait, you're saying Chuck Norris' birthday?
It's Mark.
Yeah.
We have the same birthday.
Oh,
cool.
It is true.
Awesome. So now Spiral can take part in this thing. Did you hear what I was saying about the gladiator?
I just got in the moment you said Chuck Norris.
Okay, then. Okay. Now just listen. Carlo.
Hello.
Spiral, listen. You're gonna go last. Right now we're going. If you had to choose a champion to fight for you in Interstellar Court, if you had to choose a champion to fight for you, who would it be? Don't say it. We're gonna go one by one. It could be any champion or warrior.
Champion of what?
No, to fight for you.
When you say champion, you say champion, my mind's going Pokemon.
Like a gladiator, a warrior.
Anything or anyone. I'm just automatically one because everybody knows nothing beats Chuck Norris. Like straight up.
Okay, so we went with
You're all
dead. Okay, so Ace is Chuck Norris. That's who's gonna fight for you, right? Ace? Okay. My champion is Broly from Dragon Ball.
Oh, balls.
Oh, you son of a. Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
So who wins? Broly or Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
What?
Fine, I'll one up you. It's my grandma with the.
Oh, that might be the one thing. Chuck Norris, the Mexican brother with the chancla.
Okay. So now we're Steam Tank.
Okay.
Who's gonna be your gladiator? He's gonna be going up against Broly, my warrior.
No. Broly lost.
Okay.
No, but he's still gonna be fighting. He's still gonna be fighting me. That's how it goes.
There'd be nothing of him left.
All right. Can I say who it is, or do I have to give hints?
No, you can say who it is. Who's gonna be your fighter?
I was just having fun with it.
All right. Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku.
Oh.
Lost to Chuck Norris. You can do all that training you to survive one Chuck Norris round has to the head.
Don't put
Who
Chuck
was-
Norris in this. Chuck Norris is versing Brawley right now.
Yeah.
I think I got.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing. So you got Chuck Norris facing Brawley, and you've got Brawley facing Super
Goku.
whatever
Master Ultra Instinct Goku.
Master Ultra Instinct Goku.
I think I got.
And
Yeah.
Chuck Norris still
Call
wins all of that.
Yes.
Even though Chuck Norris is not fighting Goku, Chuck Norris still wins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't question Chuck Norris. You don't second guess the guy who got bit by a cobra, and 2 days later the cobra died.
Okay. So now it's
Mecha,
so now
who's for you?
Mecha. Who's gonna fight
Oh.
Super Saiyan? Who's gonna fight Super Instinct Goku?
The Ultra Instinct Goku. Ooh, that's a good.
Yeah, come
I
on.
got it.
Mecha.
I got it. Skeleton Man.
Skeleton
Oh,
Man?
what?
Skeleton Man. One day, he broke a bone. He went to a doctor's office. He had an X-ray and discovered he was a skeleton.
Skeleton?
The skeleton?
Skeleton Man. No.
No.
That sounds like dust in the wind. Sorry.
I'm sorry, but Super Saiyan Goku is gonna have to win. I'm sorry. That
Yeah.
seems
No, Chuck Norris still wins.
no.
Oh, it's like Goku
Oh,
skeleton fighting. Chuck Norris just won.
oh.
You're not even
Okay.
fighting here. I still win.
Okay. Now it's a Spiral Force. Who fights Skeleton Man?
I'll give you a hint. He'll snap his face. Actually, no, I got one. Sans from Undertale with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
You're gonna
Sans.
have- You're gonna have a bad time. I never
And
played the
Chuck
game.
Norris
yet.
looks and says, "Cute."
I never played the game yet. I know the reference.
Oh yeah. Okay, Will. It's Steam take. Will. Are you there?
I think he is currently out doing something.
He's out doing something?
He stepped out of the parlor car and he's like cleaning up snow or something.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh, is
Yeah,
this just,
Anyway.
is Maddie still there?
Hello.
There she is.
Ah,
That's Heather.
okay. She has to
I
answer the
can't
question.
listen. So it's all Willie's fault.
No. Let Maddie answer the
I
question.
blame
Maddie's
Vicky.
out of the room. It's Heather.
Hello, it's me, Heather.
Let her answer the question. I don't know. Will has too many sisters. I don't know how the names. Okay, it's sis.
Sisters.
I just call Will's sister.
The one out of
3.
So, Heather,
Heather.
do you have Heather?
Is this cool?
Not sure.
Oh.
It's awkward silence now.
I don't know if she can hear you.
No, I cannot. Give me your headphones, mister.
Oh, here you go.
Yes.
Hel-
Just
hello?
from the parlor car.
Heather, do we have Heather?
Hey,
Yeah.
Heather.
Ah, there she
Okay.
is.
Hi.
Okay.
All right. Heather, you have been tried in intergalactic court because you messed up real bad, and you're being told you can choose one gladiator. It can be anyone or anything, absolutely anyone or anything, to fight for you in the ring of death. If they lose, you die. Who or what do you choose?
Give me the names. Can I have names of the gladiators?
Oh, the current gladiators?
Yeah.
2 Dragon Ball Z characters dead. We have a Skeleton Man dead.
Mhm.
And we have Sonic Tail with the Infinity Glove. It's probably dead.
We have to stop for a sec because I just have to point out the fact that you just called a skeleton dead.
Shut up, you. A skeleton that is 3 dead, and they are all dead because the final gladiator, my gladiator, is Chuck Norris. So you can, at this point, you may as well say fighting for yourself because you just lost no matter what it is to Chuck Norris.
Yeah, so who's your gladiator? Who do you choose to fight for you?
I broke your question, Gary.
Yeah. Who is your gladiator that fights for you in interstellar galactical court? It's like Rick and Morty style. Who fights for you? Who's your champion?
Okay, so can I like just pick a random gladiator or something?
Yeah, it could be anybody. It could be anybody, anything,
From any
anybody.
universe, anything. That's why we've got 2 DBZ characters.
Can it be like a superhero?
Yes.
I would say Superman because he's awesome and that he can shoot anything with like his eyes and stuff, and he's like more protecting because he can fly.
Chuck Norris is laughing at you.
Here's a good question. Is the Superman with the CGI mustache?
Oh God!
No, God!
Oh my God!
Oh no! Not the mustache.
I'll ask you a question, and I'll shave it for.
Okay, so next question.
Yes,
Okay, next question. Okay, the other one.
High school, you said it was?
Yes, the next one is about high school. It goes like this. You are given the chance to receive $100 million. No taxes from the government, no nothing. You are given the chance to receive a lot of money on one condition.
What?
You have to relive your high school years as the opposite gender. Do you do it?
Okay. Now here's a question: Are the friends that I know the opposite, or is it just
only you? You are the only one that is the opposite gender. You retain all of your memories, and as soon as you go on stage to receive your diploma, you will revert back to your normal self.
Oh dear. Now the question is, will I still be wearing whatever I'm wearing?
Yes.
The only other thing I would ask is that 4 years of life of high school, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, are those taken out of my current life, or my current life basically put it on suspended animation, that timeline frozen, relive high school like a software program, and then boom back to regular life?
No, you retain all of the memories of high school that you lived already, and you're reliving your high school year. So you already have all of the knowledge of going through high school. You're just reliving it as the opposite gender. You retain all of your memory growing up. You're just back in time. It's like going back in time in a time machine.
As a dude going back as a chick with all that information, there is no downside I see there about absolutely destroying everyone with knowledge.
Destroying everyone with knowledge?
Oh my God, there would be no greater joy than to see somebody struggling with something, trying to figure it out, and I'm throwing in one answer after the other of perfection. How do you do this? Magic. And then go tell someone, hey, while you're here, invest in this. You'll appreciate it in the future. It's like, if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to relive high school, then I'm going to change my whole social life at that point. If you're going to mess up the space-time continuum, go for broke.
Okay, so so let's say if you actually did this, if this was possible, if you could do it, would you? Like, would you get paid $1,000 to get transformed going back in time, but you're not let's say if my brother, if he wanted to relive his high school life, he would be a girl.
What?
You
And
are
then-
completely out of context. That was beautiful.
No, no, it's not $1,000. It's not $1,000. It's $100 million.
Oh,
That's
$100
all I
million.
hear.
Okay.
All you got was
So
you're gonna
I honestly
relive your high school as a girl. What?
Because it doesn't affect the modern day, there is no downside.
Okay, so what about you, John? What about you, Mecha John? What about you? What's your answer?
Yeah, I don't see any shortfalls either.
It's just 4 years of hell that again, although you can use your current knowledge to completely change how it works. There's no downside here.
Okay, Spiral. What about you?
Yeah, there's no downside to it. I'm game.
It sounds like this thing that your professor gave you is broke as hell.
Okay, so this is my point of view of high school. Okay, so I'm in high school right now. I'm a senior in high school, and so I don't. Okay, so I have a difficulty of like I can learn, but I have a difficulty of doing the work because my brain tells me it's hard, and so like everything that the teacher gives me, like for history, it's really hard for me to do that. And if I could become smarter in like a whole day and have someone like if someone gave me the money to become more smarter, I could do it. Would you guys do it? Would you guys if you got the money, like let's say $1 billion.
Just for the record, I heard that completely wrong. I heard if you give me the munchies, I will do completely better.
Get out of here!
Oh my god.
The munchies? What the hell?
You probably do it for a Klondike bar.
Do it for a Klondike bar? What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Here, give me the headphones.
No.
Well, there's some stuff
No,
I need to discuss now.
No.
Too late.
I'm staying and I'm sitting here.
Well,
so.
I need access to the keyboard.
No, you don't.
You see what I have to deal with?
Will.
What?
Go tell her to sit on the bed.
Go sit on the bed.
Me? No, you.
I need the keyboard.
You can use your mind.
No.
Ace. Ace, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. You just asked Steam Tank to sit on the bed.
No,
I have
told him
been
to tell Heather to sit on the bed.
No, I have been in his bedroom. Okay, I have seen where his bed is. I can imagine Steam Tank on his bed or just laying down looking at his computer. I can no.
It's simple. Just
No.
Tank sitting on
No.
the computer.
Do I sound like a neat to you?
Heather sitting on the bed. That's your other problem. And everybody just doing their own thing. Very simple. Just sit on the furniture that you already broke and just live life how you need to without breaking more furniture.
Oh yeah, figure that. Right now, that frame's sitting in the other room at the moment in pieces. I took it apart
to see just how badly that giant a train wreck hitting I don't know. There's no real good comparison for it. How about a car hitting a wall at 100 miles an hour?
No. That's like a knuckle. That's like the entire knuckle coupler off of the back end of a train just falling off and falling on a bed.
Ouch!
It's like that. Just the knuckle, not the coupler, but the knuckle itself.
You know how much that knuckle weighs, right?
Yeah, a lot.
80 pounds.
Oh,
that's it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
The entire coupler.
Yeah, I know because of some past searching. Wink, wink. You know what I'm talking about, and they mentioned it's 80 pounds. That's it.
Okay.
It's a very condensed 80 pounds in a small section. So yeah, if you drop it on something, something's gonna break.
Yeah.
But it's not the motor block that you thought it was.
No. Anyway,
Carrying on.
so where are we right now on the terms of the lineup at the moment? Because I just got back from doing something. And...
Well, we were kind of going through shitpost hour early. So.
Yeah, we were doing questions, and then you came in, and then we made you answer questions, and now, right now, I am eating delicious, succulent sugar cookies for Christmas. They are delicious, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I am not being sponsored by this from Walmart or Pillsbury at all. Go buy Pillsbury sugar cookies with Christmas trees on them. They are the most delicious sugar cookies ever. Okay,
I'm in a dangerous position now. Somewhere downstairs, someone in the house is making what smells like buttered biscuits, and it is making me hungry as hell.
Ooh, buttered biscuits.
Cookie.
Yeah. So instead, once we're all done here, I'm going to run out to the fridge where I have even better corn dogs waiting for me.
I'm currently
corn dogs. Corn dogs. Corn dogs. Corn dogs. Corn dogs. Corn dogs.
Not the chocolate episode.
I love the chocolate episode.
Wait. What'd you say about vegetables, John?
What?
I heard vegetables. You said something about.
I'm sitting right next to you, and you can't hear me.
Hold on. Let me fix this. Let me fix this.
I said, do you want to talk about our adventure last weekend?
Oh, the adventure, yeah.
Yes, the adventure that pissed Gary off, apparently.
Yeah, you made me really angry. Okay.
I apparently made Buffers really angry too.
You made all of us angry. Okay.
I wasn't angry. I was just like, holy cow, they did it.
Okay. So
explain when I'm sitting here smashing.
All right, so for
whoa, smashing. Back that up. What was that?
I'm smashing.
Okay, so
you're smashing. You're smashing.
Wait. No, you gotta smashing. You know what he's smashing, right? I'm smashing these notes.
I'm smashing by myself, assuming my girlfriend would join me in smashing. But I'll come in.
Yeah, you know, you just can't resist. Sometimes you gotta smash these notes.
So, all right. So,
what happened in the trip?
I know the viewers probably aren't aware of this, but prior to this trip, I tried to go to this place called Summit Racing Equipment. They're what you call a larger
performance parts.
No. It's if I had to describe the store, it's like a classic speed shop in like your classic, or not classic, in your small town, but in a larger scale. They only have 3 locations in the United States. And that's it. And they're only in the United States. They're nowhere else. So the original location is in Reno Sparks, Nevada.
Thank you for saying it right.
Yep. And I only told everybody that I have to take something to Summit Racing there in Reno Sparks, and that was it. I didn't say anything else like, oh, by the way, I'm gonna do this, and do this on the way back. I didn't say anything. So what a lot of people may remember from like last month's podcast is Buffers was going to come by, and he wanted to meet up at Bob's Big Boy. And so sometime after that cast, I met up with him. We were talking. And I told him that, like, yeah, I'm just going to go up here, going to return this, and I'll be back. You know, it's going to take like a day tops, you know. and that was it. I didn't really say anything. But I was actually planning to I was going to go up the back way. And then when I get up there, I was going to do the full circle. So I was going to go the back way behind the Sierras, Highway 395. Then I was going to cut across I-80 through Donner Pass stop in Truckee, then go to Sacramento, and then San Francisco, and then go home. And we did exactly that. There was a couple of hiccups along the way. In fact,
primarily snow.
Oh yeah, there's lots of snow.
From what
A
I can
lot
tell,
of snow.
Snow.
In fact, we have some pictures here. They're not in order, but there are some. And I'll go through them as I'm talking about this trip. And
Hey, wait, hey, Will.
What?
No, not John, Mecha.
What?
I'm punching you.
That'll come up in a bit. Don't spoil. Anyway, so the night before this trip, because this was put off for 2 weeks. It was supposed to go down literally at this point 3 weeks ago. At this point in time, and on Mecha's end, it was delay. My end, delay, and it just didn't happen. And then all of a sudden, it was a very last minute thing, and we had a small window of opportunity, and we took it. We didn't leave at the time that we were planning at. We left at what time did we leave? 6? Okay, yeah. We were supposed to leave originally at 4 a.m., be on the road by 4, so we could get up there by 9, 10. But that didn't happen. We left around 7:30 in the morning. Didn't get out there until 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And the night before this trip, I had went out to Palmdale with my dad to go do something. And before going home, we stopped at a Pep Boys to pick up some snow chains. And I was like, oh, okay. So I made sure to get the one that said truck and SUV. So I thought, okay, cool. These are the right ones. I've never picked. I'll tell you this right now. I've never picked snow chains out in my entire life before. This is the first time.
And that's where you messed up.
I'll get to that. So come 0 hour, we're leaving. We get into Bishop, and so we go through Bishop. And right when we're about to leave Bishop, we start seeing signs flashing, snow chains required. And so we're like, okay, well, there's nowhere to stop here. Let's go further up until we get to the spot or spot open enough for chains, so we could pull over. And so we did. And so we pulled over. We went ahead and
attempted.
We attempted, yes, we attempted
to
put the snow chains on. And little did we know, after a while, after getting out jack stands, the bottle jack, and stuff like that, trying to get the wheels up off the ground so we can at least get this on, and we just realized that this isn't going to work. So I took another read on the box. I look at the specifications for the size of tires, and I look at the tire size on the car. The chains were specified for 16-inch rims. No bigger than that. So
we
that's
had 17.
Yeah, that's fine. But I bought these thinking we were going to be taking our GMC Yukon, which has 16-inch rims. I did not plan on taking the 03 Chevy Suburban, which has 17-inch rims, until literally like on the way home from Palmdale, my dad was saying, "Hey, why don't you just take the Suburban?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that. You know, that way I can leave my mom with the other car because she likes the smaller." And I did that thinking like, okay, that'd be fine. I'll be courteous and leave my mom the car that's easier to drive. And well, little did I know, I sort of, did a oops, and I was like, well, what are we gonna do? we're like, how many hours away from the nearest Pep Boys? That's like all the way back into the desert area, and we're like behind the Sierras now, like halfway to Reno Sparks. And I'm like, there's no way we're gonna be able to get chains out here. And so after a while, the sheriff pulled up in his car, and I walked up to his window and I said, "Is there something up? What's up?" And he says, "You guys okay? You guys seem to be having some trouble." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, we got the wrong size chains for the wrong size tire." And he asked us, he's like, "Is this your first time driving in the snow?" I'm like, "Yes. This is the first time buying chains and attempting to go somewhere through snow." And he's like, "Okay, and where are you coming from?" And I said, "We're coming from like Los Angeles." And he was like, "Oh my God."
You've
Like,
never done this before at all.
Yeah, literally, that was his words. He was like, "Oh my God." So he says, "Okay, give me a minute." He hops back in his car, takes out his radio, and he makes a call. And meanwhile, I walk back over to the car to see what everybody else is doing. I just start saying, "Hey, just pack it up. It's not going to work." And as we're bringing the car off of the bottle jack, lowering it down, putting the chains away, the sheriff guy he comes back out, and he says, "Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I radioed ahead. Just go ahead, go slowly, keep it 35 miles an hour or 30 at most. Put four-wheel high on, you'll be fine." Meanwhile, he says, so we're like, "Okay," and before I go to get in the car, he pretty much says, "Just if I see you go faster than 30, I'll pull you over." So we're like, "Okay, don't worry about it. I won't go that fast." And he's like, "Okay." And so he goes up ahead, and then I see the snowplow come by from Department of Transportation. And we roll up to the car. We have Mecha shout out and ask the guy, the guy had his window down, and pretty much said, "Hey, how's the road up ahead? Is it really bad? Does it need chains or anything like that?" He says, "Oh no, you should be fine." And we're like, "Oh, okay." And I wish I could show a picture of the road right now, but for some reason, the pictures on the whatchamacallit aren't. Some of them are working, but not a lot of them. So, but yeah, so we go ahead. We start to keep going. We keep driving. It's starting to snow as we're driving. Okay, that's fine. We get past the cop that we saw. He pulled over into the median, and he's sitting on his radio, looking at his computer. And we drive past him. Everything's fine. I wave. He waves back, and we keep going. And about 5 minutes later down the road, wind starts to blow. It gets almost whiteout condition, and then we get past it. It's fine. It's just that little area. On the other side of this, though, there's a hill. So I'm like, "Oh, great. I hope there's no ice on this hill. Otherwise, we're sliding backwards."
Oh.
And so we get up to the hill, and it's fine. We go over it. On the top side of the hill, all I could see for miles is white snow. I don't even see the road.
You make the road.
Before, it's not fun.
No, it's not.
Gotta keep pushing.
But yeah, we kept going, and there was a lot of times where I was like, I wish I had those snow chains, because then I would feel a little more at ease. But I kept on my toes the whole time. But yeah, it was like literally like 2-inch snow on the ground.
On the road, it was a lot higher.
Yeah, it was a lot higher on the embankment. 10 inches on the embankment.
So more than that, it was probably like
a foot. Yeah.
Yeah, it was deep.
Yeah, it was pretty
Damn.
bad.
There was your way of telling where the. But like I mentioned a little bit back, now you know how I felt trying to get to BabsCon in 2016.
Yeah. So pretty much after that, I was like, okay. In my head, I'm like, lesson learned. Make sure you double check your tire size before you buy your snow chains.
Well,
So
anybody could have told you that.
Even me,
yeah,
not
you weren't with me. I was fine. I was by my... Anyway, so we get past Bishop. We're heading through the backside of Yellowstone and all that, and we're heading into like the Mammoth and the Mono Lake area. And
Mono Lake, by the way, was absolutely beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It is. It's a little oasis.
It was scary on that road without the chains because I'm like, dear God, if there's ice, we're going off this cliff. Because it's literally a giant curved downgrade all the way. And it's only
Who made that noise? Who made that scratching sound?
I don't know. Oh. But yeah, it's literally a 2-lane road. One way and another way. That's it. And it's like less than freeway lane width. But yeah. Anyway, so we get the sparks. We pull in. We're trying to figure out, okay, we're hungry. So we stopped at this cool barbecue place called BJ's Family Barbecue. I look at a card, but it's buried on my desk.
Wait, was it a brew pub or was it a barbecue?
It was actually it wasn't a pub. It was
like a brew pub microbrewery thing.
No, it's just called BJ's Barbecue.
It's called Nevada Barbecue Company, BJ's, home of the kick-ass fries.
Oh my God!
That was the place that we were talking about earlier. That must be something else.
Okay.
Where did you say it was in Nevada?
It's in Sparks. It's off of the.
It's on 80 East Victorian Avenue in Sparks, Nevada.
Yeah, that was a different place. I know there's a BJ's brew pub in Reno, but it's in the south part of Reno. So the BJ's you were at was in a place.
Yeah, figure this place that we went to was a one-off. Only place there. Anyway, so figure here we are. We just got done with going to Summit Racing, which, by the way, if you're ever in the Reno Sparks area and you need car parts, go to Summit Racing. They close at 9 p.m. every night. And they have literally everything you can possibly think of. And if you wanted to, you can film inside their store. They don't mind.
I would ask first, but they usually don't care.
Yeah. I ask first. It's common courtesy, but yeah, I figured they let us film in there. That's a video coming soon. That's in the works. But yeah,
actually unloaded. Speak.
Oh, okay. But
from my camera.
But yeah, so here we are. We're sitting inside the restaurant. We're trying to figure out how we're gonna get home because we want to do the LA Auto Show and do that the next day, and we're like 8-9 hours away from LA.
More than that, it took us 10.5 hours to get up there.
Well, that's because we stopped a couple times.
Well, that was also 25 miles of snow in a 55.
Yeah, that too.
So we were a good 11 hours from home.
Yeah.
If we took that route.
But, oh, by the way, if I haven't said it yet, in the background behind me is our buddy Sal. He helped.
Oh, really?
Sal.
Sal's here?
Yeah, Sal is here. He, in case anyone doesn't know, he's a friend of mine. He's not a brony, of course, but he's a good buddy of mine. He helped set our panel up at BabsCon to help us along. So, want to say hi?
Yeah, sure.
Want to say hi?
Oh,
Yeah, just say hi.
hi.
Hey, Sal, remember me, the guy?
Hey.
Yes.
Not,
my
yes.
calling
not
Yes.
me, the other
Yes.
guy.
Yes,
The other
Ace.
Mike.
Yes, Ace. He remembers you. Anyway.
Hey, Sal. Let's play some SpongeBob music.
right?
This
Oh, oh no.
we need to play some SpongeBob music. That's what this scene needs right now.
that
we need
that
nice.
comes later.
In honor of the
Yeah.
fallen.
The SpongeBob music. Anyway,
Yes.
so just to speed things up along, because I know there's some other stuff we all want to talk about. But so we end up ultimately staying at a hotel called the Holiday Inn. It's off I-80. It's a block away from Summit Racing Equipment, and because it was either we stay there, spend the night, or drive further east and then go directly down the middle of the desert for like who knows how long, how many miles, and probably have to spend the night in Vegas anyway. But we said, let's just spend the night here. It's cheaper than Vegas. So we did. And then the next morning, we're like, okay, well, let's head west now. Because the night before, I-80 going through Donner Pass was all red, like all the way. So it was a good thing we spent the night. Otherwise, it would have taken us like hours to get home, and we wouldn't have made any of those awesome stops. So we stopped in Truckee, the
Awesome
famous
town.
logging town, off that's literally has in the smack dab center of the town the one and only transcontinental railroad that the Central Pacific and Union Pacific built together. And we saw it. Cool little town. If you're ever up there, stop there. There's a small caboose, SP caboose. It's a bay window, right?
Yes.
It's a small SP bay window caboose. It's right next to the Welcome Center for Truckee, and it's a little museum. And definitely worth a visit in there if you're there passing through. Very small. It's the museum itself is the caboose, and that's it. And then on the other side of town, past the train station, for the California Zephyr that goes through there, mind you, they got it's SP 210, right? SP
5?
No,
210
210 was the one.
At Sacramento.
No, 205 is in Sacramento.
204, 206.
It was 210.
210?
The snowplow was
Okay.
It was SPMW 210.
Okay. So yeah, we saw rotary snowplow SP 210, and what not many people know is that there's another plow of the same type at the State Railroad Museum in Sacramento. And so we were able to not only see one of its cousins in Truckee in its elements still, we managed to see one that was fully restored that the Union Pacific literally gave to the State Railroad Museum like literally maybe a year or two ago. So that was pretty cool. We have pictures of that, which we will post on the Facebook and stuff, and Twitter, of course. But yeah, we saw the one and only Golden Spike, and that was pretty cool.
That is where they put it in the Sacramento.
Yes, that's one of them. That's one of them. There's 3 more because there's a total of 4.
Only one of them was actually driven into the rail, though. Which one was it?
It wasn't this one though, because this one still had the casting slag at the bottom of it. But it was real gold. It was in the case and everything with the whole lock and everything. So I meant,
but that spike was true solid gold, not a plated spike, correct?
yes.
No, this was solid forged gold.
Solid forged gold.
That's what I thought. So the thing's probably worth over $1 million just.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I managed to get high-res photos of all four sides of it. If you have a phone that has anti-rotation lock, you can go on our Facebook or Twitter, zoom into the picture, and turn your phone horizontal. You can actually read the spike. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's got like signatures etched into it of different people responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the various companies
administrating that
oil, water, various railroad
whole program.
Yeah. The other cool thing that they have there is they actually had a I don't know if it's in working order, but I believe it was put in working order when they brought it in. But like literally an American type. Like it looks fresh out of the factory.
It's the general stand, and it's a full-fledged, legitimate American type. It's been in the possession of Stanford University since 1919, and it's just been maintained and restored, clean. It's a real American type. It's not a mock-up. It's not like a replica. It's a legitimate
original, like the Inyo at the Railroad Museum.
Yeah, it's all original. It literally looks brand new.
Clean because it's been in the possession of Stanford University since 1919, so they've just been keeping it clean over almost 100 years.
I'm pretty sure if you fired it up, it would probably hands down.
Yeah, that steam engine, the Central Pacific #1. One of my friends in the live steam hobby, he actually has a little engines Central Pacific #1 that's modeled after that engine. And what's funny is that the castings that are modeled after the live steam model are actual. Well, they're not. What would you call it? They're in the same family. The Central Pacific #1. That one is actually a later engine, I believe, because it's Central Pacific. What was it? No, yeah, because Central Pacific, that boiler type, it shares the same castings and blueprints from the General, from the Western and Atlantic Railroad. The boiler, the front of the boiler.
Yeah, I really wouldn't doubt it. I mean, a lot of those types were all almost the same, almost.
Yeah.
Except for some that the Union Pacific ran, they had shotgun stacks and the others had the muffin tops.
This one on top was built in Philadelphia in 1862 and shipped pieces and around Cape by ship Boston to San Francisco in 1860. They also have the distinction of the Central Pacific's first excursion train, first revenue freight train, first scheduled passenger service train.
Really? So they shipped it as a kit?
They shipped it in parts, basically.
Oh, wow.
They built it, they disassembled it, and they shipped it via the sea around the southern end of South America and into San Francisco.
That's crazy, because figure nowadays when they make something on the East Coast, they'll just ship it by rail.
Yeah, but you got to remember when this thing was constructed. This was in 1862.
The Transcontinental Railroad wasn't done.
Yeah, this was literally in the years of the Civil War.
Yeah.
The Transcontinental was a factory.
Yeah.
The country was too tangled in infrastructure.
Yeah, interesting. So Another couple of things I'll talk about. I don't want to spoil the museum too much because there's a lot of people I know that I would actually like people to go there and not just hear this as like a museum tour thing. So I'll just keep it to a little short, but I will tell you what else did I like there. One of the really cool things is besides the cab forward, okay, is they had this very interesting what was it?
Let me guess.
It was a Pullman car, right? The one that moved.
Oh yes, they had a Pullman car. I forgot what it was because it was tucked in behind another car. But they had two cars side by side. One of them was a sleeper car. And you walked into it, and it was literally automatic pistons, and they had these screens in the windows. Made it look like you were traveling by train at night, and you'd hear the clack of the tracks as the wheels rolled over
the joints,
rail joints, and every time it shifted, the whole car would move around.
It would sway,
simulating a real train running.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. It was like a 4D experience in a non-moving rail car.
It's interesting because then you go out the backside and it loops you into another one, which is an actual dining car.
Yeah.
And that one had all these play sets from all these different railroads all around the country.
In different years.
Different years, different decades, different eras.
Yeah. But yeah, that would have to be like one of the other most interesting things I saw at this museum. Next to seeing the twin snowplows.
One question, that 440 American, did it have Lincoln Pin or Knuckles?
Front side was Lincoln Pin. Do you remember what the back side of that was? Was it Knuckle or Lincoln Pin still?
Don't remember because it.
I don't think we ever really looked at the back.
No, we didn't.
No, so I can't tell you. So that's actually something that you could do when you come out here, is go find out.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember when exactly. Later 1800s is when they started doing the big changeover to knuckle couplers. Some of those trains had a system put in place where you could do both. There was a slot through the knuckle itself where you could slide in link and connect up to old style cars that still only had Lincoln Pin.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take a look here. Yeah, the nose coupler in front of the cow catch, which was a massive cow catch, but is in fact a Lincoln Pin connector.
Yeah. I'll tell you this right now. If Ben Stiller was ever to do a night of the museum, I would hope and dream that it would be at the Sacramento State Railroad Museum. That is awesome.
Can you
how would he do that?
I don't know. But what I do know is
the cab forward would go through the wall and chase him and run him over. End of movie. That's what would happen. That's how he would do it.
No, because the cool thing about that museum is they have a functioning turntable. Mind you, it's not big enough for the cab forward. However, if you were to split the cab forward in two parts, it could go on it.
Which would explain how they put it in.
Yeah. Now, what many people might not know is that museum is actually three levels. There's 3 floors. There's the base floor where all the bigger trains are. There's a second floor where they got some model trains.
The second floor has a couple model trains, and it's
the
like
steam
technology lab. And then the third floor is the massive model train exhibit.
Yeah. There's a couple of other things on the third floor. I won't spoil what it is exactly.
You would love.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of O-scale there.
Did you see the live steam model? It's a Southern Pacific 7.5-inch gauge engine over there that's on display. Did you see that?
I believe we did. Yes.
Yeah, it's in a glass case. It's an Atlantic, I think.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, the guy who built that, he was a member of LALS and San Francisco.
Oh, cool.
Wow, small world.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so after that we hit up
Really?
Old Town
This guy just
Sacramento.
scoop?
That place was a riot. You had all these really cool stores, and because it's Christmas time, there's all these really interesting Christmas stores. You have full-fledged stores. They're not just little fronts that they set up, but the whole store. It's all custom Christmas ornaments and Christmas decorations. And then on top of that, you have these funny little shops that it's like there's an underground to that. You literally have to go in a door, go down a basement, wander through a hallway, and then suddenly there's a record store or an antique shop or a tattoo parlor or something.
Yeah, it's very interesting. In fact, there's this one place called what was it, Danny's Mini Donuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Danny's Mini Donuts.
Yeah, good place, by the way. Stop there. It's like, what, 16 mini donuts for like $6-8?
Really?
Yeah,
Worth it.
but they're hot and fresh. They offer chocolate, they offer cinnamon sugar, and I think powdered.
Ooh, give me the first.
But the chocolate one, when you eat that, it almost tastes like what was it, brownie batter?
Yeah.
It literally tastes like brownie batter.
It was funny.
The way it melts in your mouth like brownie batter.
Because they were hot, so you ate them, you bit into them, and they just poofed in your mouth. Interesting. It was an interesting sensation.
Yeah. So if you're up there, go there. And if you like Mexican food, there beneath that there's a Mexican food place. Beneath the building.
There's, I think, Luis Junior's or something.
Yes, this is something like that. But there was definitely there was a tattoo parlor, and then there was a Mexican right next to it. Down the stairs, underneath.
There's also a wine
building.
tasting.
And a
room
wine
down
tasting
there,
place. Yeah.
And there's a Native American gift shop.
Mm-hmm. So very interesting little town. We didn't see all of it for obvious reasons. We don't want to like spoil ourselves too much, because we want to go back there eventually. It's much like what we did with San Diego. We saw a little bit
A little bit at a time.
A little bit at a time, and
expand on it.
Yeah, just to space it out. And then after that, we hit up San Francisco, went to Pier 39. Now, silly me, I thought Boudin Bakery at Baker's Hall, I thought they closed at 10 on Sunday night, but really they closed at 9. And we were at Pier 39. We were like a 10-minute walk away from Boudin Baker's Hall. So I'm looking at the clock, and we're at this one knife shop on the pier, and I was like, oh crap! I need to get going, because my parents wanted me to bring some baked goods back from the bakery, and so yeah, I literally made a beeline straight there, and I just ran. I wanted to make it there. I got there within less than 3 minutes to spare. They were already putting stuff away, but they were nice enough to let me buy what I needed, and then while I was gone, this guy Sal here dropped a literal grand, a literal
what
$1,000
what
on knives.
What?
Ooh, okay. I
don't
blame him. Now here's the question: is it multiple or just one?
Multiples.
I was gonna say.
How many knives did you get? Like 4?
4. We'll say
3.
4. He's saying 4, but he's showing 3.
Okay.
So I'll say 3.5. That sounds
We'll
fair.
go 3, although there is we should really say what it is. There is a 4th, but secret. Yeah.
It was a samurai sword. It was the samurai sword, I bet you.
Well, let's go with a samurai sword. Yeah. Sounds perfectly reasonable. But
we'll say 3.5.
But yeah, so figure, all in all, it was a great trip. You know, even with the minor hiccups along the way of the, oh crap, we got like no chains and stuff, and yeah.
Hey man, I walked away with a nice little gift thing. Hey, I'm holding a tuner for you. I'm happy.
Anyway, but yeah, it was pretty cool. I really wish most of the rest of you could have been able to go. But it was like so short notice of a trip. I didn't have time to maybe even extend it out. I only needed at least one possible co-driver. Although if I ever do that trip again, I'm gonna make sure I have a third, because I will tell you this right now, and I'll never tell you again, because I felt sick the following day on Monday when we got back, because we got back Monday morning at like 2 a.m, 3, and I didn't get to bed until like 5. And when I woke up, I felt so sick. It almost felt like I had altitude sickness, but it wasn't. It was mainly because I literally on the way back home downed 4 Pepsis in one go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
I did that because Mecha needed to sleep so he could drive home. He had another 2 hours to get to his house, and we were driving to Burbank pretty much. And so I wanted him to sleep first, get as much sleep as he could. So in combination from Saturday, driving from Burbank to Reno Sparks, then all the way to Sacramento, San Francisco, Truckee at the beginning up there, and then all the way home, I drove all that, and right when I get to the Grapevine is where I called it quits.
Yeah.
So literally like 45 minutes away?
Yeah.
45 minutes away from home, I had to call it, because I couldn't do it anymore. I drove over 1,000 miles.
From where to where again?
From my house back to my house, pretty much. The long way.
Oh, okay.
Because figure when we left, we didn't take the 5 up. We went down to 14, went out to Mojave.
Oh, you took that route.
And took the 14 behind the Sierra Mountain up Highway 395. We went the back way going up, because we knew for a fact coming back there's places where we're going to want to stop. So we literally went to San Francisco the long way, which I won't recommend unless you really want. It's a beautiful scenic route going 395, but just be warned. I mean, there's literally nothing along the way unless all you want to see is scenery.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, literally that. But it is a nice drive. And yeah. But yeah, I don't think I'll drive over 1,000 again.
Well, at least if there's a next time you make this type of trip and are able to go, at least have something to occupy yourself now for.
Yeah. But at least one thing for sure, come BabsCon, I know one thing is at least I'll know I'll be able to handle driving that green truck up there. And what not many people know, the in quote green truck is a 1964 Chevrolet C20 pickup. It's a fleet side, and I'm currently in the midst of doing a semi-restoration on it right now, and that will be coming with me to Babs. And I know there's a lot of people who want to see that I know. I know Dusty might want to see that because he used to work for Chevrolet a while back. Obviously not of that vintage year, but more or less he did work for Chevrolet, so he might get a kick out of it. But I know Ace wants to see it. I know AC Race Best wants to see it, and I know a couple of other people that live up there want to see it too. So I'm gonna drive that up there. Do I want to mention something about two different places? One because of an S, and the other because with an L.
Oh,
I'm lost.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. Spiral and
Hello.
Gary.
Yeah.
What's up?
You guys remember the one thing? I mean, though, actually, maybe more Carlo than Gary, but Carlo, do
What's
you
up?
remember the one thing that you guys did not want me to do with that Suburban in San Francisco?
Bath salt?
Bath salts?
Oh,
What?
Oh, Suburban's wait, Suburban's the
You didn't want us to do bath salts.
The Avengers
in
one,
the
yes.
I mean, I'm not into bath salts, but I appreciate your concern.
What?
Bath salts?
Oh, I know. I know.
Okay. So, all right. So, Spiral.
Yo.
I drove. Since we were coming from Sacramento, there was two ways to get into San Francisco. All right. One of the ways was either through the Bay Bridge or down the Golden Gate Bridge. So we went through the way that took us to the Golden Gate Bridge. On the way to the Golden Gate Bridge, we passed by one of two very famous I should say one of three very famous racetracks here in California. We passed by the Sonoma racetrack.
Oh.
It's the big road course up north. And what I didn't know, and it took these two guys to find that out, is they have a 1/4 mile drag strip right in the middle of Sonoma. And they do drag racing nights up there. So So I'm thinking when I go up there with the truck Wednesday night.
No.
Wednesday night.
No.
When we go up there, I am going to enter a race.
No.
Yes, I'm gonna drag race the green truck up in Sonoma, which is the northern end of San Francisco. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, back to what I was saying so the route going to the Golden Gate Bridge, the freeway, which was, what was the freeway? I-80? No,
I-80. I-80. I-80?
Do you remember what it is?
I'm trying
It was
to
called the
remember what the name
I-80.
of that route was, because we actually merged off of the I.
Onto 5 into the same group.
Yeah, going over 35, I think.
No, we continued on the 80 from Sacramento to head towards San Francisco.
Yeah,
but we diverted just before Richmond.
Yeah, I forget the road name, but Golden Gate Bridge, the freeway ends and it becomes the one and only Lombard Street. I'll let you think of that for a minute. Lombard Street.
Yeah. Y'all know.
I know you know.
The road that's more suitable in a marble traction than it is a driving road.
Yeah. Yeah, so Spiral.
Yo.
Lombard Street.
Wait, what?
Oh.
You
drove down
the tank down the twisty road all of San Francisco.
Oh. Wait, it's that?
Yes, that
Lombard Street.
That winding road.
Oh, that street. I never knew its actual, but I visited that one on my first trip in San Francisco many years ago.
Yes, it's called Lombard Street. And
crazy person sitting in front decided it would be a wonderful idea to attempt that in a full-size Chevrolet Suburban.
The only I will give is that Mythbusters did it in a box van.
Yeah,
So
but
in theory,
but
they could do it in that.
no, but I know their box fan. It wasn't full length. It was a stubby box fan.
So it was shorter than yours.
That was
It was shorter wheelbase than my car.
I thought it was bigger than that. Holy crap!
No,
I loved it too
No.
because there was a guy at the bottom that was staring at us like, "Oh my god!"
really?
like literally. Anyway, like
No, well,
literally,
it's
his jaw was
listen.
open.
no, it's not stupid because listen, when me and my family used to go up to San Francisco all the time, we used to have a Suburban, and we went down Lombard Street in our giant Suburban. So no, it's not crazy.
Did you go on the turn one, or did you go down the straight part and bypass the turn?
The turn.
You went down the turn. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not the first crazy idiots to do this.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
don't worry. We
Okay. I'm glad.
We went down in the Suburban, so don't worry.
Okay. But yeah, I took a full size Chevy Suburban down Lombard Street. But yeah.
Granted, the Suburban was the 1996 Suburban, so you know.
Yeah. But yeah, figure I know one thing is because Buffers was hounding me not to do that when we were there. He was like, no, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Like, no, it's exactly the way he was. And I was like, what? Why? And nobody wanted to tell me. Nobody wanted to tell me what that was. And now I know it was Lombard Street. So maybe not this coming year, but the year after that. I'm gonna see if I can get Buffers to go down Lombard Street.
Oh my! No, do go down there, but without even telling him you're gonna plan to. Just do it.
Exactly.
Let me put it to you this way with
We
Lombard.
just crest the hill because you don't see it.
I would not do Lombard
Just crest the hill. Oh.
on my GoPed.
Oh no.
On my bike.
Oh.
I wouldn't even do Lombard Street in my Jeep.
No, you could do it in a Jeep, going down. No, in a CJ5. If you could go down Lombard Street in the CJ5 Jeep, like a small CJ5, that would make it down there.
I have a 2016 Renegade. I have tired of through that kind of.
Just put it in 4-wheel high, and you'll be fine. Oh wait, you have 2-wheel drive.
No, it's 4-wheel drive, but it's stick shift.
Oh, that's even better. Put it in first gear.
I'll blow the engine up. It's a 1.4 liter. It doesn't have that much downhill resistance. The thing does not have descent control.
Oh, okay. So it's a standard gearbox, not a granny gear.
Correct. This isn't a trail hawk. This is a sport.
You need to get yourself a granny first gear and that.
What do you mean by granny gear? Now you got me.
Okay, what a granny gear is. Going in the car talk now, but what a granny gear is, it's technically a gear so tall that the engine in the low RPM range can't turn it. Oh. So it's so tall that it adds so much resistance that going in it, if you accelerated, you'd only go 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, the first gear.
Torque out of it.
Wouldn't that be a really short gear, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's the trade-off. It's not.
Don't you mean it's a very short gear?
Yeah, it's a torque gear.
Basically a crawler gear. By tall gearing, that means you get a wider range of speed out of it, correct?
Pretty much. So instead of
a granny gear would be short gear then.
Yeah. So instead of starting out in first, that's your granny gear. So technically, you'll start out in what would normally be first. You'll start out in second gear, and then your second gear is your first gear now. Third gear is your second, and your fourth is your third.
Yeah, first gear is a crawler. Is what they're sometimes called. Yeah, my first gear at Redline of about 7,000. I'll be doing about 15.
15.
So,
okay.
15, sometimes 20. I need
it should be. It should be able to do it.
Oh my god!
I still wouldn't want to. I have no desire to any degree.
Well,
absolutely no desire.
I mean, if you had to in a pinch, you could. It's a manual gearbox. It's stronger than an automatic. It can take it.
I'd probably end up riding the brakes all the way down. Problem I see more than anything with that road is there's only so damn many people on it. It's bumper to bumper.
Yeah. Well, figure this much. When I was doing that at night, mind you, I wouldn't do it during the day and during traffic time, but I would do it at night again. And it's like 11 p.m., 12 at night. But figure when I did it, I put it in 4-wheel high, so it had less wheel speed torque instead of like RPM wise, it had lower RPM, and I popped it into first gear.
No. Oh, balls.
Someone's playing Smash.
Yeah. Hold on. Give me a sec here. Okay, one.
Anyway, but yeah, so I did it in 4-wheel high, first gear, and I rode the brakes down very lightly, and it did just fine. Mind you, it's an automatic, not a manual, but you can still do the same thing. It doesn't matter.
If you consider squealing the tires just fine.
Well, that was the limited slip kicking in.
And that's just because the differentials just couldn't.
It
couldn't assist with the cornering. It was like, oh, this curve's too tight. I can't adapt.
If the tire was squealing, that wasn't a slip. That was an electronic locking diff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you could say the John.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say the rear end couldn't differentiate the situation. Differentiate, the situation.
No.
The problem is when you put it in 4-lock.
Where you are, you're not even.
Huh?
I've seen this in a number of cars. The problem is when you put, especially an automatic system, in 4-lock, and it has an electric locking diff. 4-lock automatically locks.
Yeah.
So there was nothing you could.
Yeah.
You put it in too high, it unlocks the diff.
Yeah.
It assumes that when you're going forward, you need it for a situation that needs the best possible traction all around. So the main drives are going to be solid locked together, as the case would be.
Yeah.
I know this because when I was working at the hardware store, this lady came in with a mid-2010s Toyota Tundra. And she was going to do a turn. This was right after we had some rain, I guess it was. She was going to do a turn, and I saw the inside wheel was grinding against the pavement, and I asked her, ma'am, do you know if it's in 4-wheel drives? I don't know. Where do I see? I see a little lead on the dash, 4-wheel drive. It's like, yeah, your diff's locked. Come on, open that up, or you're going to break the diff or the tires. Oh, how do I do that? Flip the switch, turned off. Okay, now you can turn normal. It's the same kind of thing with a diff. That inside tire likes to squeak and walk.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. So anyway, but yeah, that was pretty much the trip. It's a very long drive home. It was great. I finally got my road trip fever out of my system for the year now.
Yeah, just in time for the year's about to end.
Yeah, just in time for the year about to end because, after Babs, I was like, I need another one. This is like too short. But I'm glad I had to do this because it and got it out of my system. So now I should be good until next year.
We shall see about that.
So literally, what figure how many months until Babs? Like maybe like 5, 6.
5 or so.
Okay,
Yeah,
at this point, so you got like half a year until then.
Yeah, because BabsCon is in April.
Set a precedent when I went down there.
Yeah. Figure this little trip. I went on this thing with a very small budget.
And you blew that budget.
No, well, yeah, I did. It was to the point where like I ran out of money on my card, so I had to use my mom's card to get us home. Because I wasn't planning on the because apparently, and this is something that you should all do, and I'm a car guy and I feel bad that I didn't do this before the trip, is check
your wheel size.
No, check your filter on your air intake system for the engine, because if it's not clean, you're going to be burning more fuel than you should. Because what should have been an eighth of a tank to Mojave turned into a quarter of a tank to Mojave from Burbank, which ate up a lot of money. That was not pretty because we had to fill up at a gas station, which was more expensive than the Shell that we were at in Burbank. And so
yeah, when they're out in the middle and they know they're your only option, they'll kind of screw you over.
Yeah, it's actually common knowledge. If it's near a highway, don't go to it unless you're really desperate, because they will hike it up more near highways than they would in the center of a town.
We will.
Let that be some advice to everybody.
John.
Yeah,
John.
Huh.
Yeah. Look at the chat. Look at the chat. I love the. You are obviously a car guy. You are more of a car guy than a railroader. You.
That is actually.
Wait. Where did you send that?
No, that's in the chat.
Discord.
He's right.
That is not a lie.
Oh.
Good.
I see a Sunny.
Yes. Brony Inspector, if you're still in here, I apologize for bouncing around. We're all kind of doing crazy stuff. And save that woman's life? No, I just didn't want to see a differential explode in the middle of my local yard. We have enough crap to worry about with nails everywhere to try and help somebody piece together a rear diff. As it is, her husband probably would have caught it. Was like, why is it still on 4-lock? The roads are damp, but not horrible.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah.
It's now 1:15 for me. So it should be what, 10 for you guys?
It's 15 minutes after 10. Yeah, we actually went over our time. That story took a little longer than I thought it would, but at least I was able to share it. Anyway, but is there anything else anybody wants to add to it? I don't know if we're gonna be able to do the one on the schedule at the end. It depends on everyone else. So I do kind of want to get everything off chest now. If there is anything else to talk about, instead of, if not, we wait for the new year.
Does it be on the
23rd, this is technically right.
Yeah, there's one more. I think it's on the 23rd.
Yes.
Before Christmas, yep.
Yeah, I think we should do this one as the big hurrah.
Do make the 23rd the big hurrah. Do the 23rd the big hurrah.
Oh, you want to do the 23rd?
Yeah, do the 23rd the big hurrah. Because listen, there's another thing on the Semi Perfect podcast.
Yeah.
they're not gonna do a podcast this upcoming weekend since the Toodles and AC Race Best are on the honeymoon.
Yeah,
And
they're gonna be gone for a while.
yeah, they're having their next podcast the day after Christmas, and they're gonna be doing a Christmas haul. So take a pic. So if you have your Christmas presents or whatever you got for Christmas for the Semi Perfect podcast, you send in pictures of what you got. Hashtag it SPP.
Oh,
Christmas haul.
That's actually big. That's actually, it's funny you should bring that up for Christmas presents for the Semi Perfect podcast.
Yeah.
So remember when I said that I've been semi-restoring my 64 Chevy pickup?
Yeah.
Well, I have all the pieces and parts that I've been accumulating in one spot in my room.
That's going to be your Christmas haul.
That is my Christmas haul, technically.
Okay, so you got to send it in for the...
I'm going to have to make a spread in my living room on Christmas and take a picture of all this.
Yeah, and send it on...
Dude,
do it on your
take
Twitter.
All the parts out of the boxes and lay them out just like an exploded view of an engine.
That's what I'll do. That's a good idea. I should do that.
Yeah, do it on your Steam Tank Twitter. And then for me on the Railroad Brony Twitter, I have the Lionel stuff that I have set up. So we can do the Railroad Bronies.
Yeah.
Or we could just do a bunch of them on the Railroad Bronies.
I think what we should do is, being that yours is probably going to be more train related, have yours be on the RB. Mine's more car, so I think I'll put mine on my own. And that's actually brings up a really good question. As you know, me and Mecha, we've actually filmed about 3 episodes? 3 episodes of High Octane so far. So we got a lot we have a lot to
go through,
to
amuse people with,
to go through, not go through. So I'm stumped. I stumped myself.
A lot to present.
Anyway, no. Okay. So we have a lot of footage to make in terms of video. And so here's what I was thinking about doing. And I'll make a poll for this and put it on the Twitter via straw poll and on Facebook. And what I want is, I want everyone's opinion. Should we make High Octane its own little sub channel separate from the Railroad Bronies YouTube as its own page? Or should we do it as a sub-series on the Railroad Bronies YouTube channel? That's what I want to find out, because I've been thinking about whether or not if I should do it as like a mini-series on the channel and keep it all in one place, or should I just branch out?
You probably branch out.
Yeah, branch out's probably.
Okay.
Yeah, it isn't really real. It's a car series.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right.
I think funny thing enough, I already did a poll of mine.
Okay. Oh yeah, Spiral. I was wanting to ask you something.
Yo.
You were at the LA Auto Show tonight, huh? Weren't you?
Yep.
How come we never saw you anywhere?
You must have been like in one area, and I was like in.
I'm actually kind of surprised how you didn't like try to like link up with us in some way and say hi.
For some reason, my being utterly, I don't know what's for that area. But like, well, just be. He was in heaven. Also, like, I want this. Like, you want all of it. Well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were kind of all cloud 9 over there. But yeah. But anyway, so let's see, it's almost going on 10:30 almost.
Yeah, we're rapidly clocking up the time.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, so Gary, after the cast, I'm gonna talk to you about those high octane videos. If you don't mind.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, I guess we'll wrap this up now. If there's anything last minute you want to say, go ahead.
I'm gonna sit here and continue.
Rainbow Dash is worst pony.
Oh,
I wonder if I should try to.
I would say something else. I would say something else about the committee that she is the president of, Rainbow Dash, but I will not go that low.
we
I
all,
am
we all
above
know DWK says it's Pinky. Come on.
that.
We all know it's Pinky. Anyway.
No.
All right. So thank you for I just dropped the screwdriver. Thank you for tuning into the Parlor Car. I know it's been a little long. There's been little delays here and there throughout the year of this schedule. So hopefully next year we'll have it a little more stable and a little bit more less delayful.
And maybe if we can,
figure most of those delays have been contributed to hardware failure recently. So probably after this next coming podcast on the 23rd of this month, I'm probably going to do a full teardown and rebuild of the streaming PC. So if not, maybe before. So I don't know how I'll be hosting this 21 on the 23rd. So someone else might have to host it if possible. Maybe Spiral.
Yeah.
If you can, that'd be great. Or maybe Mecha.
Basically, find a backup and stuff in case my work runs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I have to host it, I'll host it myself. I got methods of doing that, but if possible, I want to set somebody else up with the capability to do it if needed. Anyway, so thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, see you on the next one.
Hopefully, I'll be there for the full thing.
Yeah, hopefully. All right. Good night, everybody.
До свидания.